welcome back to my channel. Today I have a products I've used up or empties video, and I have a lot of stuff to go through. It's probably been like a year since I filmed one of these, and I've definitely used up a whole lot of products. So I decided to start filming in front of the tree to have my videos be a little bit more festive. So I am really excited because I just bought this tree, and it is a phlox tree, and I've never had a phlox tree before, but I've always wanted one, so I'm pretty excited about that. If you guys want to see what I think about all these products that I've used up, then keep watching. Okay, so I totally have like a giant drawer full of products. I have just been throwing them in there, like the empty bottles, as I've gone through them, and now I've amassed like this giant drawer of stuff. So I'm not going to go through it in any sort of particular order because it's just all mixed together. I'm just going to like grab whatever I see and then just go from there. So the first thing that I want to talk about is from Tatcha, and it is their Pure One Step Camellia Cleansing Oil, and I got this as part of a set from QVC, and I even did like a review video on the set, and I used this up. I still have some of the facial scrub left, and I used up the face moisturizer as well. I really liked this one. It worked really well. It's pricey. Do I think it's worth the price? Probably not. You can find other cleansing oils that work really well, but this was a good product. So if you like splurging a little bit and you want to try something, then I definitely would say check it out because it is good. It's just pricey. And I'm just going to apologize now if I start sounding like nasally or whatever, because I'm still trying to get over my cold that I had. So apologize now in advance for that. So the next thing I have is another like face cleansing balm oil type thing, and it is the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Makeup 3-in-1 Makeup Melting Cleansing Balm, and I really liked this. I used it all up. There's like nothing left in there. I would definitely repurchase this. I have like a couple other face washes that I'm trying to get through, but once I use all of those up, I'm definitely going to repurchase this. It just melts, like as it says, it just melts all of your makeup off, all of your eyeshadow, your mascara. It cleanses really well, and it's definitely more affordable than the Tatcha cleansing oil. So this one is an A+ in my book. And it just so happens I have another like cleansing item, and that is the Bioderma. This is the Scentsy Bio makeup removing micellar solution, and this is the like larger size, I don't know, 500 milliliter size, and I used this all up. I still have my little travel size left because I don't use it quite as frequently. It's just whenever I'm traveling or like on a weekend getaway or something, I'll take it with me, so I still have that. I probably won't repurchase this anytime soon because I just don't reach for products like this all that often. It definitely is a really good product and it works. So if you're somebody who likes this type of, you know, cleansing water, then I would definitely recommend it. It's just not something that I tend, like a type of product I tend to like to use. I like to use face washes that I can just get all my makeup off and cleanse all in the one step. And this to me, like I feel like it takes off your makeup really well, but I still feel the need to like wash my face afterwards. I don't know if it's just like a ritual thing of like wanting to wash my face, but I probably won't repurchase this anytime soon. I have a couple of hair products now, and one is the Tresemme Tress2 Spray Extra Hold Hairspray, and this is like the go-to drugstore, just like cheap. If I'm at like the grocery store, I just need to stock up on hairspray. This is the one that I use. My boyfriend uses it too for his hair, and it's just really inexpensive, and it holds your hair like in place really well. So this is a good one. I have the Paul Mitchell Express Style Hot Off the Press, and this is like a heat protectant spray, and I liked this. It added like a nice shine to your hair. I'm terrible about like being consistent in using a heat styling spray, so I liked this one because it gave it like a nice shine to it as well, and it made me want to use it more often than I normally would use a heat styling spray. So I liked it, and I definitely would recommend it if you are somebody who likes those type of things. And the next thing is something that I don't think you would ever not see in an Empties video, because I literally go through these like crazy, and that is the Not Your Mother's Clean Freak Refreshing Dry Shampoo. And I use this like every few weeks. As it gets colder, I don't need to use dry shampoo quite as frequently, but during the summertime, I will use dry shampoo like 3 times a week probably, maybe more depending on what I'm doing. But this one just works really well. It absorbs all of your oils, and the like white kind of overcast residue will blend into your hair after like it sets for a few minutes. You can just rub it in and you won't see that like white cast on your hair. So I really do like this one. I've bought it probably like 20 times, like no lie. This is my go-to dry shampoo. Another dry shampoo that I tried out was the Pantene Pro V Blowout Extended Dry Shampoo, and I did like this one. I didn't think it was too bad. It went by, like I went through the bottle really fast though. So I tend to use the Not Your Mother's because I don't go through the bottle as fast. Like I guess there's just more product in there or something. I don't know, but it just works better for me instead of having to go and buy dry shampoo every single week like I would if I used this. So it's not bad. I definitely think that it's a good product. It's just I went through it way too fast. A few more face cleansing items I have. The Purelisse 4-in-1 Gentle Soy Milk Cleanser. I really did enjoy using this product. I really would recommend it to anybody who has like sensitive skin but at the same time oily, because this really cleaned out my pores and it helped to make sure like all my makeup was off, but it also wasn't like super harsh on my skin. So I have sensitive skin but it's oily, so I don't typically like gentle cleansers because they leave like too much of a residue behind or just doesn't feel like my face really got cleaned. But this one is gentle and does a great job at cleansing my actual like face, like feeling clean. The next one I have is from Kors, and I've spoken about this one in the past, and it is their Greek Yogurt Foaming Cream Cleanser. I just repurchased this during the Sephora VIB sale because this is probably like my holy grail cleanser. I don't think I would ever like not repurchase this. So it had been a while since I had this one, so I finally caved and bought another one, and it is legit like my favorite cleanser. It's gentle, just like this one is gentle, but this one I feel like does a better job of removing like hard to remove makeup, like mascara, like waterproof mascara, and it just smells really good. Like it just smells like fresh and clean, so I really like this one. A couple of cleansing towelettes that I have, like makeup removing and like facial cleansing towelettes. I have the Up and Up towelettes that I went through, the Honest Beauty towelettes, and then the Burt's Bees Cucumber and Sage towelettes. So I didn't really like these. The scent to me was just a little bit weird, but I use towelettes for like everything. You know, if I have makeup on the back of my hand or something, I'll use a towelette to like wipe it off. I don't know, if I just don't feel like washing my hand, or if I'm just like cleaning up like my liner or something, or sometimes when I get home from work I'm so tired of having makeup on but I don't feel like fully washing my face off. I will just grab a towelette and then like wipe my face makeup off. So this one, it wasn't bad, I just wasn't really a fan of the scent. The other one, I have the Honest Beauty one. I really did like these. I think that they worked really well and they didn't like sting your face or your eyes or anything like that. So I would definitely recommend these. And then the cleansing towelette makeup remover from Up and Up isn't bad. I think it's like a good, inexpensive one to get. I actually think this was like a travel one that I had. So I definitely would try these out if you haven't. I feel like for the most part, towelettes you can't really like go wrong with. I haven't really ever tried one that was just so terrible. So those are all good options. Okay, so the next thing I have is the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder, and I finally went through one of these. I just used this up not too long ago. This one lasted me like a pretty good amount of time. This is my go-to setting powder. I use it every single day without a doubt, like this is my ride or die setting powder. So I picked up a new bottle of it during the Sephora VIB. If you haven't tried this, it is a little expensive, but it's well worth the money. And it did last a really long time. So I recommend trying this one. Another skincare item is from the Drunk Elephant brand, and this is the TLC Framboos Glycolic Night Serum. I love this. It worked really good for me, and I actually repurchased it again, and I would definitely recommend it. It is pretty expensive. It's like almost $100, but it's well worth it. Skincare to me is one of the areas that I am willing to splurge on. So I didn't mind that it was a little bit expensive. Now, I will say, if you do know of a comparable product that's less expensive or maybe even in the same price range, I'd love to hear about it, because I've been really into trying out these different like glycolic acids and like retin-A type products for my skin, because I've just really noticed that they work really well. So if you have any suggestions, definitely let me know down in the comments. The next item I have is from Marc Jacobs, and it is their Remarkable Foundation. Mine was in the shade Bisque Taupe, and this was such a good foundation. I don't often go through like an entire bottle of foundation because I buy so many to try out, but I used this one up pretty much all the way. It's kind of hard to get out like the last bits because the dispenser is like this weird ball, which is not really something that like I loved about this product. I didn't really like the dispenser in the packaging, or the packaging itself is really nice, but the dispenser, I guess if you want to call it a dispenser, I don't know. You know what I'm talking about though. I just didn't like it. It made it really hard to get product out, and especially when it started to like go towards the end of the bottle down here, like it didn't really reach down there. So that was kind of annoying, but the foundation itself worked really well. It's super high coverage, but it doesn't feel like you're wearing anything on your face, and it just gives you this like flawless, I wouldn't say like matte finish, like it is probably more of like a satin matte finish, and it lasts like all day long, all day. I could wear this at work like for all day. I don't know why I keep saying all day, but from like in the morning at like 6 a.m. all the way till I got home at like 5 o'clock at night, and it would still look flawless. So I highly recommend this foundation if you like full coverage foundations. Next I have the Tatcha Supple Moisture Rich Silk Cream, and this is a moisturizer. This is a moisturizer, and this also came in that QVC set, and I thought it wasn't bad, but for the price, I definitely think that there are better options out there. This thing costs like $150, which seems kind of ridiculous when you think about it, especially because it's not like you put it on, like sleep in it overnight, and you wake up and you're just like, oh my god, my skin looks so amazing. This product is like the best thing in the world. No, it's just a moisturizer. Like I didn't find anything special about it. It works well. It's a good moisturizer, but it's not $150 like worth of a moisturizer in my opinion. So I would probably skip this if I was you. I don't know, maybe you've tried it and you loved it and you thought it was something amazing. If so, like let me know down in the comments. Maybe your skin type is different and it just works really well for a certain type of skin type. I don't know, but for me, it just wasn't worth the money. Okay, so some mascaras I've gone through are the Revlon Volume and Length Magnified. I liked this one. For me, mascara is, I can pretty much get like, hair in my mouth. For me, mascara, I can get along with any mascara. I don't know if that makes sense, but like there's not many mascaras that I'm like, oh my god, this is the worst mascara in the world. For the most part, I can make any mascara work for me. So I tend to gravitate towards like volume mascaras because I have pretty long lashes already. So you'll see like most of these are kind of like volume. Most of these are like intended to be like voluminous. So pretty much like all my mascara reviews aren't going to be anything like terrible about them because I like mascara. It doesn't matter what it is. But anyway, so the Revlon Volume Length Magnified one, this one was pretty good. I thought it worked well. I think I accidentally like picked up the brown shade. Yeah, the blackened brown, which I typically go for like the blackest black mascara. So I mean, I still used it. It did a good job. It works well if you're somebody who likes like a lighter, not such like a harsh black mascara. This one was really nice. The next one I have is from IT Cosmetics, and it is their Hello Lash Extensions 24-hour lash extending fiber mascara, and I really like this one. It works really well. I've had several of these in the past. I probably have had them in an Empties video, but I like the wand because it has like a shorter end and then like a longer side, so you can get like into the root but then also like lengthen it out, and you have this like ball tip at the end that makes it really easy to get like in the corner of your lashes. The next one I have is from Tarte, and it's the Lights Camera Lashes, and this is just a staple for me. It's really amazing like how much volume this one gives you. Some comparable ones from the drugstore would be the L'Oreal Voluminous, I think is what it's called, mascara. That one's really good, and I think it's pretty similar to this one. I also went through another thing of the Hangover RX replenishing primer. I cannot think of my words today, but this is the primer that has like coconut water in it, and I am obsessed with this. I love it. I bought several of them over like the past year or so. I would probably say it's one of my favorite like of all time primers. Really good. And then I also went through a Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion. This is my ride or die eyeshadow primer. I use it every single day without a doubt, and it keeps my eyeshadow looking like I just put it on for like hours and hours and hours. This is the best. I also went through a Mary Kay Time Wise Pore Minimizing primer. It's not a primer, this is a serum. And I really liked this. I think it worked really well. I don't necessarily think it did any like pore minimizing, but I do think that it was a nice day serum. I typically try to go for like lighter formula day serums just because I don't want to have like heavy products underneath my makeup since I have oily skin. And I think that this was a good option for that like daytime serum. The next thing I have is from YSL, and it's their Touche Chocolat. I feel so stupid saying that. I don't know if that was right or not, but it's the Radiant Touch Concealer, and I avoided buying this for like such a long time because I've tried like the dupe of these before. Like there was a Revlon one that I tried, and I want to say there was like maybe an e.l.f. one or something. I know I tried at least like 2 like dupes, and I hated them. I thought that they didn't give me like any coverage, and they didn't like do anything special for me like in the highlighting sort of side of things, so I didn't see the point of it. And then I bought a kit from Sephora, and this came in it, and I was obsessed with this. Like, I don't know why I took so long to try it. Like, all of those other products that people like said were dupes are not even comparable to this item. Like, it just worked so well. It actually gave really good coverage, and it was very like illuminating and kind of like luminous underneath the eye area. So I really liked this, and I probably would purchase it again. Maybe not like necessarily right away, but it's something that I could see myself buying again for sure. Next, I have the Brow Stylist Plumper from L'Oreal, and this is my go-to eyebrow mascara gel type product. I think that this works really well. It gives like volume and also some like extra color to your eyebrows, and it helps to make sure they stay in place all day. So this one is really good. It's affordable, and you can get it at like any drugstore or grocery store, and I am obsessed with it. I bought it like 4 times. Like, it's just really good. Next thing I have is the Instant Age Rewind Eraser Dark Circle Concealer, and this is from Maybelline, and I really like this. I bought it over the years several times. This one is the Treatment Concealer. I think it has like I think this one is supposed to be the more like yellow. Oh, this is the neutralizer one. Yeah, so it has like more yellow toned in it, and I always wore this first, and then like I would put a layer of like regular concealer over it because it's a little bit like too yellow to wear on its own for me. but I really like it. The consistency is nice and creamy. It blends out really well and it does a really good job. And of course it's drugstore, so it's very affordable. The next item I have is from Clarins, and it is their anti-pore serum. This one I got a while back and I finally went through the entire thing of it. I really liked this. I thought it did a really good job. It made my skin feel really nice and soft, and I mean, whenever you hear about pore minimizing products, I don't know if they ever really work, but it did make the texture of my skin better, and because of that I really do like this product. What I have is a fragrance, and it is the Elizabeth and James Nirvana Black, and I also have the little roller ball. I really loved this fragrance and I want to buy another one of it. I ran out pretty quickly because I probably over sprayed myself in it because I was obsessed with this fragrance. It smells so good and I would recommend it. If you like the more musky, maybe vanilla-y, nighttime kind of sultry scents, that's to me kind of what it smells like, but it's a little bit more sophisticated of that type of scent. So I really like this one a lot. If you like a lighter, maybe more floral type perfume, they have the white one, which to me kind of would cater to that type of fragrance if that's what you like. So you might want to try that one. The next product I have is the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores Airbrushed Finishing Powder, and I'm not going to open it because it's a little bit of a mess. The powder broke on me. I really liked this. It gives a really nice finish to your skin. It does sort of blur those pores, and I use this on top of my foundation. I may have put on powder, setting powder underneath my eyes, but then I'll still use this and go over my T-zone with it to sort of set that area. So I did like this one. I think it did a really nice job. If you have issues with your T-zone sort of getting oily throughout the day, this would be a good product for you to try. Another product from IT Cosmetics is their Celebration Foundation Illumination, and this is the powder foundation that I use. Oh no, this one was broken too and I just got it all over the place. That's a fail. Total fail. Okay, so this is the foundation that I the powder foundation that I use if I am using a powder foundation. So I don't use powder foundation every single day, but sometimes in the summertime when I'm a little bit more oily, I tend to use a powder foundation, or on the weekends when I'm just wanting to do something really quick, I'm going to the grocery store and I want to put a little bit of coverage on my face, I use powder foundation, and this is the one that I like to use. It works really good. It doesn't look cakey because it has this illumination effect to it, so it just looks really nice on your skin. The next thing I have is skincare, and it is from Josie Maran, and it is their Intensive Hydrating Pure Argan Milk Treatment. And I got this not too long ago, and I went through this bottle pretty quickly, so that is one downside. I felt like there wasn't actually very much product in it, or you had to use a lot of it, so you went through the bottle kind of fast. It works really well. I liked it a lot. I actually had a comparable product from Julep that I think did just as good of a job, that probably lasted me longer and is maybe less expensive. I don't know. I'd have to look at the prices, but I would say Julep is a less expensive brand than Josie Maran. So if you're interested or you like this one, try the Julep one. I think it works really well. This one did work really well and I liked it. I probably wouldn't repurchase it because I went through it so fast. I don't know if it's worth it, but it is a decent product. I have a lot of mini mascaras I went through. There's a Buxom one and a Mary Kay one and a Benefit They're Real. I liked all of these. They worked really well. I like getting these sample ones because I can just throw them in my purse to have them whenever I might need them at work or if I'm out and about. So these are some mascaras I've gone through. The next thing I have is the Chi Magnified Volume Finishing Spray. This was a little travel size. I really did like this. I've had a hard time trying to find it to repurchase. I don't know why. I don't know if they don't make it anymore or something, but it works really well and I liked it. So if you like this product and you know where to find it, then let me know down in the comments because I've been searching for this for a while now. Next, I have a product from Julep, and it is the Tada Quick Dry Drops. This is like their old bottle. I think they've changed the packaging, but this is my go-to like product to dry my nails faster because I'm one of those people that's like super impatient and I always end up like nicking my nails before they're dry. And so this just, after you've painted your nails and you let it sit for like a minute or so, you put this on top of your nails where you painted and it just makes it dry like much quicker. Now if you like really bump into something, it'll still like scratch and like smudge your nail, but like a quick touch isn't gonna leave like a fingerprint or something like that. This just helps to dry down your nail polish a lot quicker. So I did repurchase this because I really like it. Then I have two products from the brand Provise, and this is a brand that I'd never heard of before, but we got in a couple of BoxyCharms and I actually really loved their products. The first one is a Hydro Milk kind of, I guess you could say this is probably similar to that Jessie Maran product, but it's just like a hydrating, milky kind of moisturizer. So I really liked this one. And then the other one that I have is this is called Nutrify, and it was like a serum type product. I think I just dropped something, but that's okay. This is like a serum-y type product that it says that it's oil-free tonic infused with antioxidant-rich daisy flower extract and hyaluronic acid to help lighten and brighten the skin. I really did like this. I think it did do a good job of sort of like lightening those spots that were a little bit dark, maybe from, you know, like acne or something. It worked really well, so I did enjoy this. The next thing I have is from Estee Lauder, and this is their Double Wear Stay in Place Flawless Wear Concealer. And I've had this one for a while. I use it on and off. It's definitely not my most favorite concealer. The consistency sometimes I feel like I don't like it, but then I'll use it. I won't use it for like a couple of months and then I'll bring it back out and I will like it. So I don't know if it just has to deal with like maybe during like certain times of the year, like my under eyes, like maybe they're a little bit like dried out or something and this doesn't work well for that. But it does stay on all day long, and because I do love it for that. So it is a good product. So I do really like this product. It's kind of like a love-hate relationship with it though, because sometimes I think it's really good and then sometimes I'm kind of like, ah, it's frustrating. I don't know. But it is good and long wearing if you're looking for a really long wearing concealer. The next product I have is from Ouai, and this is their Wave Spray. I got this in a box of Style and I really liked it. I used it up like really fast. I actually just repurchased like a bigger size of this. This is just like the smaller, just 1.7 fluid ounces. So I guess this is just like the travel one they sell. I really did enjoy using it. It just gives a really nice like texture to your hair. Like I don't even know how to explain it because it doesn't necessarily like really make my hair have like a wave to it, but it gives it a little bit of, I think I just spit, sorry. It just gives my hair a little bit of texture and a little bit of like grip to it. So I really liked this and I just repurchased this one. Okay, so I only have a few products left, so not too much more to go through, but the next one I have is from Joico, and it's their volumizing finishing spray, and this was like a jumbo size. I really liked this. It took me a while to go through it, but I definitely used it all up. It just gives a light hold to your hair. If you can't tell, like the trend with all of my like hair finishing spray type products is like I'm not like a huge like full-on hairspray person. I don't like the way that feels on my hair. I prefer these like light hold hairsprays even when I have straight hair and I don't necessarily need a hairspray. I like to use something like this just to give a little bit more texture to my hair. So this one I really did enjoy using. It was really good. I probably won't repurchase it because there's other ones that I like better, but it was a decent product. Next product I have is from Kors, and it is their Greek Yogurt Advanced Nourishing Sleeping Facial. And this is my all-time favorite night moisturizer. It works so well. I just feel like my skin looks a million times better when I use this versus when I don't use it. So I just repurchased it again during the VIB sale, and I'm really happy that I did because this is hands down my ride or die nighttime moisturizer. The last couple products I have are some concealers, and I have the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer, and I have the shade Light. I repurchased this. I think I accidentally picked up like a shade maybe a little bit too light, but I still like it because it adds like a nice brightening effect to my under eyes. This is probably one of my favorite concealers to use that is not drugstore, because it just blends in so well with your skin. I like to use a beauty blender. It just makes it look super smooth, and it just looks really well. It just works really well. Like I love this product. The next one that I tried out, actually, like I ran out of this one and then I bought this one because I feel like everybody talks about like these two products, so I haven't said it yet, but it's the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. So I feel like a lot of people talk about both of these concealers, and it's like a either you love them or you hate them type of relationship that people seem to have with them. And I have to say, like, I kind of hate this concealer. And I love this concealer, so I'm in the Urban Decay Naked camp. But to me, this is a drier formula, and I would think a dry formula would be good for me because I have dry or oilier skin, but actually my like under eye area tends to be like pretty dry. So this did not work well for me at all. I just wasn't like the biggest fan of it. So I probably won't ever repurchase this because unless they reformulate it or something, but it just didn't work for me. And then the last item I have is from Bobbi Brown, and it is their corrector in the shade Extra Light Peach Bisque. So I don't even know if there's any product left in here to show you guys, but there's like a peachy, salmony kind of color to it. And what I used this for was my under eyes, and then I would put my concealer on over it. And this is just good for correcting like dark circles. So I really like this one. I tend to reach for like the peachy salmon undertoned correctors versus like the yellow brightening ones. I just think that they work a lot better for me. So this is really good. I will probably repurchase it. I'm trying out a different product from Benefit right now, but this one is really nice and I recommend getting it if you like to use correctors. Alright guys, so this is everything that I have used up over the last, I don't know, maybe even like a year, because it has been so long since I've done an Empties video. But I hope that you enjoyed this and you got a lot of good recommendations and my honest opinion on all these products that I have truly tested and used. So if you liked this video, let me know down in my comments. I'd love to hear from y'all. If you have any product recommendations, I love a good recommendation, so I'd love to hear that as well. And please like this video and subscribe if you want to see more from me. And I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see y'all next time. Bye!